Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here, and this is What If Naruto Left the Village Part 10. Last time we left off with Pain and Team Hebi attacking the Leaf Village to avenge Itachi, but Pain knows that Itachi is not dead, so he's basically there for Naruto. So Pain decides that there will be no hiding for Naruto, so he unleashes a catastrophic almighty push onto the village, killing countless of innocent lives in the process. This is not something small. Even Naruto noticed that. Well, of course he'd notice. He felt the different chakra approaching the village, but he couldn't really understand what it was. And Naruto basically went outside and saw the village destroyed, because he did get blown back a bit, and he also did get hurt, but he wasn't too hurt. And basically Jiraiya appeared next to him, and then Hinata, and then all the Rookie 9 and some other Jonin, like the council Jonin, like Choji's dad, Ino's dad, and Shikamaru's dad. And they were all like, what just happened to the village? And medics everywhere. Even Sakura says, I'll be going to see if there's any injured, and I'll go help them. So she summons Katsuyu to help out. Yes, she did learn how to summon her. And Katsuyu and Sakura are starting to heal others. Also, Shizune went with Tsunade, since she's her secretary. And now basically Naruto is going to find who it was. And also Itachi was next to Naruto and says, what just went down here? And Naruto's like, I'm not sure. But Itachi already had a hunch and says, maybe I know who this is. Oh, this must be the Pain's doing. And Naruto's like, who's Pain? And then Itachi's like, it's one of the leaders of the Akatsuki, and he's much stronger than most of them, and he's much more dangerous. And Naruto's like, what do you mean by that? And Itachi then is like, there's no time, they're coming. And basically, out of the rubble and out of the smoke, the debris, a massive fireball jutsu is fired off from from a quite far away, and it's about to hit Naruto. But then Naruto was confused, and he was just paralyzed for a second, and then he realized he's going to get burned, so he slams his hand onto the ground and says, water shockwave. And basically a massive water shockwave appears, and the fireball is countered. But the fireball was so strong that even the water was got evaporated, and Naruto's like, damn, this Pain dude must be strong. And that's where he went wrong. Sasuke's eyes widened to seeing Naruto next to Itachi, and Itachi is confused at why Sasuke is in the Akatsuki. He did hear about it, but he thought it was just a rumor, and it must have been someone else. And now he sees Sasuke right in front of him in the Akatsuki cloak, and he's like, why, Sasuke, why'd you do it? And Sasuke is like, you're alive? And basically what happens next is that Sasuke gets basically Team Hebi gets put out by Pain and his paths, because they don't want him to gain the way now, and Pain can handle all of them. Well, he thinks he can, because he doesn't know Naruto has his mastered Sage Mode, and he has some knowledge about Jiraiya's Sage Mode, but he thinks he can beat him. And basically, Pain's attack begins on first. Itachi decides to get out his Susanoo, because Pain was about to unleash another almighty push, and he summons the Susanoo and basically tries to seal away Pain as soon as possible. By the way, Itachi's healed. He doesn't have the chakra disease anymore, but he's still going blind. And Naruto tells him, stop. No, you don't. Your eyes cannot handle this anymore. Just stop, Itachi. And Itachi has to stop, and Naruto says, don't worry, me and Jiraiya got this. And all the Rookie 9 are basically gone by now. They're going to help out Sakura, find any injured, any deceased people, and respect them and everything. So Naruto is now preparing to go into Sage mode, and Jiraiya's like, I need to prepare. We need to be faster. And Naruto is the faster one at getting Sage, nature energy, collecting it, since not only has Kurama who can do it, but also he has mastered Sage mode, so it's easier for him. So Naruto goes in the attack, and basically Itachi covers him, not by using the Mangekyo Sharingan, just the normal regular Sharingan in case, but then Itachi is giving him info about what he heard, that they have shared vision and the pain can push, push and pull. That's all he has, and Naruto's like, alright, that's I think we can beat him if we have enough firepower to withstand his push. And Naruto basically shouts out massive Sage Art, massive Rasengan, and that's where things go bad. Basically, the chakra absorbing pain appears in front of the other pain, the Diva Path, and he absorbs it, and Naruto's confused at this, and then out of nowhere the Naraka Path appears he body flickers in front of Naruto, and his missiles are right on Naruto's face, and Naruto gets blown back. Of course, he wouldn't get too hurt since he has Sage mode, and Sage mode increases the strength of your body, just so OP. And by this time, Jiraiya's ready in his Ma and Pa Sage mode, and he starts the attack as well. But they all fail, and they say we need to find out what the other pains can do. And basically, then out of nowhere, Itachi falls to one knee, realizing that Pain must have stabbed him with one of his chakra rods, and he takes it out and realizes he doesn't have much chakra left. And Naruto's like, how did you not notice it? And then basically it must have been one of Pain's jutsu or something. I don't know. It wasn't that. It was just that Itachi was in the heat of the moment, and Itachi was already running low on chakra since he used Susanoo. Susanoo is a lot of chakra if you don't have it mastered, and if you don't have perfect Susanoo or the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. I'll say EMS and MS. So then Sasuke wakes up, sees basically Itachi on the floor, and he thought he's dead because Itachi was bleeding and he was unconscious. And basically Sasuke's like, who did this? And basically he starts attacking Naruto because he thinks it was Naruto, because Pain is on his side, and Naruto says it wasn't me. And then basically Sasuke says Amaterasu, and Naruto's like, nope, and basically goes into his KCM state form, and because that's like a hard counter to Amaterasu. It's immune. If you watch the last fight against Naruto and Sasuke, Sasuke tried to stab Naruto, but Naruto used Kurama's chakra cloak, Kurama's chakra hand, to just hold the Amaterasu in place, and it didn't burn him. So technically the Amaterasu is, Naruto is immune to the Amaterasu, so it won't hurt him. Naruto says, you're not strong enough, Sasuke. I thought you'd get stronger, but that's not the important thing now. And basically Team Hebi attacks Naruto as well, and Jiraiya's like, no you don't. And while this is happening, Pain's cooldown is over, and says almighty push, and pushes every single one of them away. Naruto catches Itachi, and then Itachi starts coughing out blood, and Sasuke's like, wait, he's still alive? And then Naruto's like, I told you it wasn't me, it was him. And Sasuke's eyes widened to this. He thought that they were in the same side, and he wasn't too surprised that they would turn his back on him, but still he was pissed. So what he did is he summoned his Susanoo and tried to throw, using his arrow, the Amaterasu arrow, with the the bow and arrow, and basically it didn't work. It actually, since the Amaterasu is chakra as well, the Pain was able to absorb it, and Sasuke was confused, and basically Naruto says that's one of the abilities. We know 3 of them now. One of them can absorb chakra, one of them can shoot missiles. I don't even know what they are, since they don't know what they really are, and they think they're just weapons from the future or something. And one of them can push and pull people around. And Sasuke's like, then what do the other three do? And Naruto's like, I'm not sure, but let me handle this. You take care of Itachi. And Sasuke's like, alright. Since Sasuke doesn't really care about strength right now, he only cares about his brother. And basically, he tells Karin, help me. And Karin basically is a medical ninja, so she's able to close off the wound and uh, basically heal his injuries, but it doesn't mean she can heal all his chakra. So Itachi's still out of chakra, and Sasuke was running pretty low on it as well, since he did just use the Susanoo on a wimp, and he used a lot of chakra on that arrow and he didn't know. And now Naruto and Jiraiya are basically gone on the attack, and Jiraiya goes first. He uses his paralysis jutsu, you know, the one that man passed out screaming, and they stop one of the path, the chakra absorbing one. And what Naruto does is basically shoves a Rasengan, a fireball Rasengan, and he burns the pain to smithereens. Not completely, the pain is just completely pretty much destroyed. It can still be repaired. So basically what the Diva Puff does, since that just his cooldown is over again, he does another almighty push to push both of them back. And the other path, you know, the King of Hell path, summons the King of Hell and throws the chakra absorbing path in there, and the chakra absorbing path comes back fully recovered. And Naruto realizes that now we know 4 of them, we just need 2 more. And then basically Naruto was about to attack since there was a cooldown, but then what happened is that the human path came in this time, since Naruto was going to use taijutsu and basically try to rip out his soul. But then Naruto's like, no you don't, and he uses the Kurama chakra cloak again to pull back his soul, and then kicks the human path. And then the animal path got pissed, so she summoned all the paths, well, all the summonings for the Rinnegan. And then Naruto's like, Jiraiya Sensei, we have to summon the toads. And basically they summon the toads, the 3 toads, and they go and fight. Naruto, well, the centipede is taken care of by I'll say Jugo. Jugo's like, I can't really do anything to help much, but I can take out these little pests. And basically Jugo and Suigetsu go and help out the toads, since Sasuke is pretty much not in the Akatsuki anymore since what happened to him, and they respect Sasuke. They would do anything for Sasuke, and they would go with Sasuke. So Naruto is now against all these 6 paths, and basically Jiraiya's like, I'll be the diversion, you go and then you attack, okay? And then Naruto's like, no, I got this. He basically does a wind style Rasen Shuriken, and then what Jiraiya notices is that he has a bit of lightning release to it, and Pain realizes that too, but he thinks that he can absorb it, and Naruto throws it and it disappears out of nowhere. And the Pain is like, is that all you can do, Naruto Uzumaki? Or shall I say Ninetales? And then Naruto's like, just wait and see. And by the way, the chakra absorbing path was ready, but then he let down his guard since he just disappeared. And out of nowhere, him, the human path, and the animal path, they all get destroyed in one blow, because Naruto's Rasen Shuriken was a lot stronger. It was actually a bit with Kurama's chakra boost, and they all got destroyed to the point that they cannot be repaired. And Pain is actually pretty pissed at that. He says, what did you just do? And basically then what happens is that Jiraiya goes on the offensive with his basically, you know, Rasengan. Well, he does a massive fireball Rasengan, and he's about to attack the Diva Path. But then what happens is that the King of Hell Path actually tries to heal the other paths, but then Naruto comes in and smashes his head, and then basically does a Rasengan to just destroy him. So now he cannot be used, and now it's just 2 more paths. Yes, they just took out 4 paths in less than a minute, and Sasuke is completely stunned by this, because you can see how strong Naruto is, and realizes that if he now was fighting with pain, he would have pretty much been dead by now. And basically what happens here is that the Naraka Path actually it actually appears in front of Jiraiya and lets out his beam head. So basically, you know, his laser beam, and Jiraiya's completely stunned by this, and he actually got hurt, and he's pretty bruised. And then what happens is that Naruto, while trying that happened while he was while Naruto was destroying the other path, the King of Hell path. Then once Naruto looks back, he sees that the Naraka path fired off missiles onto Jiraiya, and then the Jiraiya got hit and actually got injured, and then the Diva Puff came in front of him, and Naruto tried to stop the Diva Puff, but he was too late, and the Diva Puff stabbed Jiraiya in the heart, and Jiraiya did take out the rod because he wanted to keep fighting, but then Mind Power basically disappeared, and Naruto's like, no, it's impossible, and basically Jiraiya falls to the ground and he isn't moving, and Naruto's like, he's pretty pissed, and basically he's already in his full tail state, and he fires off a tail beast bomb at both of the paths. The Naraka path isn't able to dodge fast enough, and it gets annihilated so hard, like particles were remaining of it, and Naruto wasn't done there, and basically he might have been in his full tilt state, but that's because he was in rage, and Kurama wasn't really boosting that. Naruto's just taking it out of nowhere, and Kurama's like, stop Naruto, no, you cannot use this, it's too dangerous, you have KCM, it's much stronger. And Naruto was too enraged that he couldn't hear Kurama, and then out of nowhere Minato appeared, because Minato does know that Naruto is basically now mastered the Nine Tails, but if this happened one day, he would have came and helped him out. And also Kushina came as well, so they had the little heartwarming reunion. There we go, I lost the word, and they hug it out, and Naruto now basically was already in his six-tailed state with the skull of the Nine Tails, and Kurama's like, Naruto, you need to put an end to this now. And Naruto's like, yeah. And while this was happening, he was already getting sucked into the planetary devastation, same with everyone else in the village. And also, well, I'll say that he blew pain outside the village, so no one was really getting sucked in. And Sasuke wanted to go help Naruto, but then Jugo stopped and said, no, Sasuke, it's too dangerous. If Naruto dies, you'll have to protect your brother, right? And Jiraiya basically is dead here, so Naruto is still pissed, and basically a puff of smoke appears around the six-tailed Naruto, and basically Naruto is in his KCM2 form, and he summons the Kurama avatar onto the planetary devastation, and basically destroys the planet, and well, the planetary devastation, and basically grabs Pain, and the Kurama avatar is throws Pain to the floor, and Naruto comes down and says, and then basically says, lightning style, lightning style, vanishing Rasengan, and basically the Pain is destroyed into smithereens, just pieces of skin and bones. And Naruto's kind of he's kind of weirded out by this, because he thought they were all robots or something. And basically he took out one of the chakra rods and found out who it was, where the real Pain was hiding, and he did still do a Taco no Jutsu on him, and this time even Jiraiya was revived, and everyone else was revived in the village. Also, now Naruto comes back, and Sasuke asks him just what kind of power did you get, and Naruto's like, me and the Nine Tails are friends, that's why. And Sasuke's pretty kind of jealous and says, I gotta find a way to beat you, Naruto. And Naruto's like, how about you try to procure yourself an eternal monkey Sharingan. Naruto doesn't know how it has to be done, so, but he knows about it. And then Itachi did hear that, and Itachi's like, you, we could do that, but that would mean switching our eyes. Usually, a brother kills another to get the other's eyes, but I guess us two could just switch, but it would be hard right now since the village is pretty destroyed. And the repairs do start, and basically uh, the Five Kage Summit is pretty much near its end now, and basically Obito Otobi was told by Black Zetsu that Pain lost and it got destroyed, and Nagato used the uh, used the rebirth on all the people he killed in the village. And then this just pissed off Obito, and then Orochimaru comes from the shadows and says, I have a proposal for you, Mr. Toby. How about I give you an army of reanimated shinobi? And Obito said, what do you mean reanimated shinobi? And and basically Orochimaru's like, I have my jutsus. And Obito's like, alright, show me what you got. And basically Kabuto comes from the darkness, from the shadows, and says, how about we show him our best shinobi, sir? And Orochimaru agrees with that, and he summons, well, a tomb, a coffin, and basically the coffin opens up to reveal Mother Uchiha in there. And Obito stunned and says, how did you get this? And basically they say, we have our ways. And Obito's pretty pissed at this, because now if they reanimate, he doesn't know that so if the shinobi is strong enough, they can break out of the reanimation or the caster's will or something. But he obliges and says, alright, you give me an army and I declare war to get the 8 and 9 tails. And Orochimaru's like, alright, go on. And Orochimaru was just doing this because he wants to destroy the village even further. After basically the war begins, he's just going to leave to go and destroy the village himself and kill everyone there. While Obito arrived at the Hokage summit and declares war upon all the nations for the 8 and 9 tails, and the allied shinobi forces are are created. And basically while this was all happening, Naruto and the others are resting up after what happened. And also Naruto now tells Sakura if she can do an operation on Sasuke and Itachi, and Sasuke will still be imprisoned once Danzo hears about him still being in the village. And basically Danzo hears about him in the village like 2 days later, because they were hiding him, and in these 2 days now Sasuke and Itachi did have their transplant, and they're actually resting up. And then out of nowhere Danzo walks in and says, the two Uchihas switching eyes. I guess you guys really want to get stronger, don't you? And this just pisses off Sasuke and says, you demon, why are you here? And Itachi's pretty pissed at this as well and says, why are you here? Leave us alone. Didn't you make us do enough for you? And Danzo's like, I'm not here for you, Itachi Uchiha. I'm here for your little brother. He attacked the Leaf Village, and look what happened to it. He should be executed immediately. And Naruto steps in, and basically what he does is he shoves the Rasengan in Danzo's chest and says, you shut up, I already know what you did. I'm going to kill you on the spot right now. And Danzo is about to Danzo uses Izanagi, and Naruto basically keeps killing him over and over again, because Itachi did tell him what is going on. And Naruto's like, alright, I'll just keep killing him until he runs out. And eventually he did kill him, and all the Anbu tried to attack Naruto, but they all got killed by Naruto as well. So, and Naruto's like, you guys are the ones who endangered the village the most, not these two, you demons. And basically Danzo is taken care of. I know it was pretty rushed, but I just don't want Danzo to get in the way anymore. And Tsunade returns to see the village in a bad state, but it was getting rebuilt. And the Photokage is like, well, at least they did good in protecting the people who are still alive. And basically Naruto tells them about everything. He tells the Photokage and Tsunade about Danzo's death and how he killed him, and they realize that Danzo really pulled some strings to be doing this, and they accepted the fact that Danzo's dead. And even the Leaf Elders didn't really care at this point. Like, they have no more say in what Naruto does, since Naruto could just kill them on the spot, and they'd rather not die. So now Naruto is told about this place where he can go and train with his tail beast, and with a perfect Jinchuriki who has been with Killer Bee. And Naruto really is excited about this because he never got to train with Killer Bee or spar with him, so he wants to do it. But basically this was all a plan to stop him from getting into the war. So that's where I'm going to end off this part. For the next part to come out, I want 100 likes. Yes, I know it's a lot, but it's been a week and you guys did take a week to hit it. It's not that much. I'm sure you can hit it. You guys took a week to hit 93 likes, even though the like goal was 90, but it's fine. But anyways, I want 100 likes for the next part, and I'm trying to finish a lot of my what ifs that have been on hold, like what if Naruto was insane, what if Naruto left the village, what if Midori, or you know, all of them. And I'm going to try to finish them before making new ones, and I hope you will enjoy the 100 likes for the next part. Also, please join my Discord, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Also subscribe to RATREET, he made my Discord server, and subscribe to Miniman123, he provides me with this gameplay. And also something that I haven't mentioned, I did do a few videos with good quality, but now I'm probably going to do the lowest quality, well, you know, the gameplay, since it's much faster to upload and it's much easier to edit, and it's a faster export. Once I get a better Wi-Fi, I need to get one, and I probably will. Once I get a better Wi-Fi, I'm probably going to start uploading like maybe 720p or videos or 1080p, and I probably need a new laptop as well. I'm probably gonna buy one. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, share, subscribe. This is the King of Weebs here, and peace.